Cheers, everybody. This is Mike with Insatiable Thirst. I'm back with the 8th episode of Insatiable Thirsty Thursday. Today's episode is a little bit personal and very special because I'm drinking Holy MALTrimony. This is a Belgian Imperial IPA that I brewed for my great friends Nikki and Janie's wedding. That wedding's coming up this Saturday, and I'm so excited for it, but I'm also excited to share this beer with you. So let's dig into the aroma. So I'm picking up tons of yeast esters from the Belgian ale yeast that I use in this beer. And I also use a ton of New Zealand and Australian hops that are giving me a lot of tropical fruit and stone fruit characters. Let's try to pick them apart. So I definitely get mango and some grapefruit rind, but I'm also picking up peach and apricot, and maybe a little bit of passion fruit. No, not passion fruit, kiwi is what that reminds me of. And also a touch of kind of white or green grapes, I guess. So we've talked about that aroma. Let's look at that appearance. It's an unfiltered beer, so it's a little cloudy, but it's a beautiful, bright orange, almost like a Saison in color. And when the head was still standing, and it would have been standing longer if I didn't take so many takes, it stood this high and was just barely off-white and has formed fine little bubbles. So let's get into that flavor. I really love this beer. I do. So the malt characteristic is bready. No, I take that back. The malt characteristic is slightly crackery with a little bit of bread crust, and then all those hop and yeast characteristics mingle around with everything else. And there's tons of fruit, all of that mango and apricot and kiwi and peach. This is a delicious and fruity and very refreshing beer considering its high alcohol. Speaking of the high alcohol, let's talk a little bit about the mouthfeel. So this is a medium-bodied beer with a moderate to high level of carbonation, and it's slightly warming. Now at 8.77% ABV, I expect it to be a little more warming than it is, and it's not until you get through that second or third drink that you feel it kind of warm your stomach a little bit. This is going to be a party beer and a half for sure. And I know I'm going to have a great time pouring it for all the guests at that wedding. And I'm going to have a great time drinking it myself, as I am and have been. So let's talk a little bit about why I named it Holy MALTrimony and why we decided on this style of beer. So these are great friends of mine and my wife, and we go on vacations all the time together. And we always seek out breweries to go to, and I always make sure and bring beer whenever I go hang out with them, whether it's beer that I've brewed myself or a beer style that I love and want to share with them. Now, one of these styles of beer that we really have come together and really all of us enjoy thoroughly is a Belgian-styled IPA like Holy MALTrimony. I love that beer. Now, that's not exactly what I was going for here. I'm going to tell you now the reason behind Holy MALTrimony. Obviously, I like puns, right? But this beer is a marriage of a Belgian Golden Strong Ale with a Imperial West Coast IPA. Punny, yeah, whatever. I like puns. I think it's a little funny. And it's a delicious beer. And I'm so excited to share it with you. And I can't wait to share it with everybody at the wedding this Saturday. Hopefully I can get through it without crying. Cheers.